everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I studied for the NAPLEX and passed it on the first try. I will emphasize things that are not many former test takers mentioned a lot, because I'm pretty sure you guys can just look up general information about the exam easily online. On this video though, I will talk about my personalized tips and I hope you guys find them helpful. Let's begin. First of all, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my education and work background. So I'm a foreign pharmacist from Thailand. I graduated with a 5-year pharmacy program back in 2012. It has been 12 years. Yep, and I'm old. I also have 10 years of work experience in the pharma industries. I was mainly doing sales and marketing. Of course, for me to study and prepare for the NAPLEX was quite challenging because I had completely forgotten most of the clinical pharmacy stuff already at that time. I applied for the test back in July and took it in September. To be exact, I took it on September 30th this year, 2024. I received the result about 10 days later on the NAPP website. For the studying duration, after I had completed the internship hours, I decided to quit my full-time position at work and dedicated most of my time on reviewing and studying from NAPLEX. I spent about 5 to 6 hours per day for 3 months straight. I know hours per day is quite lower than most of the test candidates would recommend, because I've heard many people did about, or at least 8 hours per day. However, for me, I believed that I also needed to take care of my physical and mental well-being in order to study more effectively. I was aware that preparing for the test could be very agitating and anxious, so I just wanted to get myself out of that studying world and also live my life in other aspects to balance things out, you know. And apparently it worked. I felt like I could focus more on the lessons. My brain was clear and boosted. The materials I used to prepare for the NAPLEX were past NAPLEX Now and RX Prep. I know these two online courses are very popular among you guys already, so I'm not gonna go to details, but I just want to mention a few things that I liked about them. Now let's talk about RX Prep. I was falling in love with that flashcard feature, and I love the fact that they have the application, which I was able to access from different electronic devices, mainly my phone. As I quizzed myself throughout the day, I could check the answer on there and even review other details related to that topic that I was quizzing myself. Another thing I really like about them was they have really impressive explanations, organized tables, and neat graphics on their quiz bank. For past NAPLEX Now, I enjoyed the fact that the teachers could keep me fully attentive throughout the videos. Like, I didn't feel sleepy at all, you know. Dr. Cody, she was just so full of energy. Both of the teachers, they stressed important and high yield points when they're teaching. They also have applicable mnemonics. At the same time though, I try to connect those mnemonics to my real life experience for better understanding and long-term memorization. Here comes the tips for preparing for the NAPLEX, my own version of tips. First, I already mentioned about the flashcard, but I also used a lot of post-its. I placed them in rooms that I spent most of my time in, which were by my desk and in the bathroom. Second, I avoided keeping up with other test candidates too often because, you know, I felt overwhelmed receiving too much information from other people, and I found myself ended up being stressed out and unable to focus on the lessons. 3, I set up the cut point on how much I would memorize details on each chapter, because, you know, in reality, I wouldn't be able to remember everything. I personally thought that sparing my brain space for other topics was wiser because the contents areas on the test will spread out anyway. That would give me more chance to score better. 4, I exercised about 3 times per week. I also rewarded myself by eating my comfort food, still watching my favorite shows. Last but not least, I studied harder. I prayed harder. I prayed daily before I started studying, and when in doubt, my jam was kind of like, God, what do you want me to memorize or learn today? Or like, I have faith in you, God, and your timing is perfect. Another thing was, I reminded myself that I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Now I'm going to tell you guys what I did on the test date. I started my day with a routine workout. I reviewed nothing that morning. I wore my comfy clothes, basically my workout pants and my cozy sweatshirt. I brought my favorite snacks and drinks to the test center. I took both breaks. I also encouraged myself to have and maintain the gratitude so I didn't get freaked out too much. Of course, my key success, I prayed a lot for countless times that morning and before entering the exam room. Once I sat, first thing I did was to check the resources button to see what's already included on there, so I knew when to go back and gather information. Here comes most frequently asked question. What topics were heavy on the test? Literally, mine was spread out on all chapters. But I just want to recommend you guys to please study basic pharmacology foundations, for example, mechanism of action, pharmacokinetics. Do not overlook safety med-rec principles and compounding, because those are pretty easy scores. For calculations, again, keys were speed and accuracy. Now I'm going to share with you things I wish I've done differently after working out for the exam room. First is that I really struggled after the second break because I had 50 questions with 15 minutes remaining. So I didn't get a chance to really look through all the case details that much, which I regretted. I would want to use my gut instinct more on those questions I wasn't sure about so I could move on to the next one quicker. So you guys, please don't overthink things. Instead, keeping up with time and trying to finish all 225 questions. Alrighty, thanks for watching my video. Please reach out if you guys have any questions at all. Again, study hard, pray harder. Good luck, guys. Bye.